Go ahead, tell me. This doesn't make you want to sand a fence.
Sand floor. Sand floor.
Daniel-san!
Show me sand floor. Now show me wax on, wax off.
Monte Sano State Park, Alabama, just outside of Huntsville. What you think?
The campground is really nice. The spaces are well maintained, even around the edges.
Yeah. Most campgrounds, I think you go through and you see like certain sites that stand out. I don't see any standout. I don't see any bad sites here either. It's like every site is good and tons of room.
Lots of shade.
They have some buddy sites, but I don't like the way they're set up because it's like two back ends side by side that share hookups between them. So if you're on one side of it, your hookups are right in front of you. So
now, one thing I do like, and I'm not sure if you can see it back straight behind us, they have a few like glamping tent sites, which look really cool. I haven't seen the inside of it, but they have like a little mini split, so it's got heat and air in it, and they've got some lights strung up outside, and it's just really set up where you can just pull in and go. So if you don't have a camper, it doesn't matter. Or if you have friends, like if you're going to camp but you want to bring some people that don't have a camper, they can do the glamping sites, and then they've got some cabins too, I think. But the tents, the glamping tents, are actually in the same loop as the regular campsites, so you could still kind of be together.
Yep.
So that would be cool.
The area, like anything else, we like to explore a little bit. So tons of good breweries around. We had a couple, and we went to. So we'll talk about them a little more. You'll kind of see some of them. I didn't take my camera today, but I did get a couple on the cell phone. Where did we go yesterday? Interspace. Probably the best beer. Smaller brewery, kind of off to the side. Yellowhammer was pretty awesome. Straight to Ale was another good one. It was there at Campus 805, which is kind of a middle school that's been converted into a venue for restaurants and bars and things like that. Still looks like a middle school on the outside. I think it even still has the sign up, maybe. We stopped and looked at a camper, and I think I definitely know what brand of camper I want next. For sure, I want a Brinkley. It's so much better than everything else out there. And since Airstream got bought by Thor, it might be the top dog. Yeah, we got you.
We're getting ready to play some games. Laura's.
So we got some friends camping with us. We're going to play some games.
They're like, "Are you videoing?"
So we're going to have a beer or two tonight and kind of enjoy ourselves. Yeah, it's been a great weekend. Weather's been perfect. 80s, mid 80s.
In mid-April.
Oh, it's yeah. So when we camp, this makes it a great kickoff. So here's to that.
Well, and here at this campground too, they have, of course, there's several trails. It's very, very bike friendly, or even like motorbikes. They've got a.
If you're a mountain biker, this is Monte Sano. This is a large hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a mountain. I don't know, but it's a very large hill. That every trail is a shared, which I like and I don't like. The trails we went on weren't heavily mountain bike trails. I've been on some that, the mountain bikes, you feel like you're going to get destroyed if you walked on them. So it didn't have that feeling.
And it's got the little Japanese tea garden, or is it a tea garden?
Yes, Japanese tea garden.
Yeah, that you can walk through, which is kind of different. You wouldn't expect that in northern Alabama, but it's a nice little trail that's right off where the camp store is.
You're staying here, full hookup sites, we're at 81 right now. It's not a really long site, but it's plenty big that I would say, it overhang off the back, so if you have a bigger rig, you can let it hang off the back of the site and be able to get in here with about any size you want. If you've got a Class A, you'd be able to get in here. And this is one of the smaller sites, I think. But it's more than enough for us. And, we've got another 5 foot before we even get to my trailer. I stopped it a little earlier so we could put some stuff behind it. And I'm still parked with plenty of room for the rest.
Nice
Alabama, if this is the way you do your state parks, you're doing it right. You in Tennessee, Kentucky really needs to get their head in the game, because they are getting blown out of the water with the state parks. So we'll start with it. Just just a quick drive-through. This is starting with loop 1 through 30. There's 1, 2. Odds are on our left, evens on our right. Won't spend a lot of time doing this, but I do want you guys to at least see it, right? So as we drive around here, started with sites where, we started on the 1 through 30 loop. When you come into the park, the first site you'll come to is 31, and then you'll take a left to go through 1 through 30, and that comes out right around next to site 75. So there's 2 loops in this campground. One main loop that goes all the way through, starts from 31 and goes all the way around to 87 or something like that. Then the 1 through 30. When we actually came in, we drove down 1 through 30, turned, and we got to our site, which was 81. The end 87, you can get, it's actually a 2-way road for a short period. Otherwise, you're going one direction the whole way through this thing. Great campsite, great. Everything about this park was awesome. So, and if you guys want to see more of this or more detail on some of these sites, let me know. I'd be happy to share. Plus, I can kind of adjust what we do when we're there, and we can have a little better video if you want. So just give me some feedback. Leave me a comment below. So here we are, Monte Sano, and we're right now pulled up on the planetarium or their observatory. Trying to find a trail. I think we can get to it from here, loop back around the Japanese garden. So again, on this North Plateau Trail, as we go past a lodge or something, there's a cabin here. Pretty cool. Can't tell if it's actually a log or if it's a siding from here, but galvanized tin roof, stone chimneys. It looks fairly old. Kind of a cool place. I'm assuming one of the bigger draws are this Japanese tea garden here at Monte Sano. It's a pretty cool area. It's a nice little stroll, kind of a walk through the woods. Got a nice vegetation. You can see some stuff they've planted. Of course, they've got some bamboo, which I bet they regret, because that stuff is horrible to keep up with. It just grows and grows and grows. It looks cool, but God, it's invasive. There's actually a pretty good number of trails back through this little garden. kind of surprising how much is here. There's a couple little bridges and streams running through. I'm sure that's why they was built here, these streams, but kind of impressive. I like this. So we've made it to the mountain view. We started at the planetarium and then walked around Fire Tower Trail and came up here to North Plateau Loop again. Kind of mixed it up. We skipped part of the North Plateau Trail. If you're limited and you don't want to do the old trail, most of it's just a walk through the woods. That's a nice trail, but it is just a walk through the woods. And you just want to see like this mountain view and maybe the stream view. Park at the hikers parking. As you come in the park, you'll be able to walk up to this one. You go through the there's a camp store there and a few other things. You walk through that. You come over here, then you can go back to the stream and then go back to your car. It's a short, you know, I'd say you'd be less than a half mile in at that point. Or, you know, there is parking here, so you could actually drive right up to this view and look out. Same way with the hikers trail. If you wanted to drive to this one, look out here, go back to the hikers trail and just go down to the stream, kind of walk that stream. You know, it was kind of a neat little area too. But most of it was just a nice stroll through the woods. It didn't have that big finish that some are looking for. This is a cool view. I wouldn't call it a big finish, but it's really nice. Middle school.
Do you remember putting the bubble stick?
Straight to Ale Brewery. First stop. Pretty great place. Nice tasting room. Breweries kick ass. It's evidently an old middle school and there's a lot more stuff in it where to check everything out. So all part of the tramping trip, guys. All part of the camping trip, guys. Stick around, see what's next.
Come and get your
Inner Space Brewing Company. You can see behind me there. Third place of the day. Probably the best beer of the place. Best beer of the day. Heading back through, maybe try and get some stickers. I kind of screwed up and didn't get any. Spread some of mine around. Love the place so far, man. Huntsville's been pretty good. We're gonna find us a liquor store, maybe grab a few beers for the campground tonight.
and we'll go from there. Had a good time, guys. Yeah, so they had some music playing in the background, but this is a walk through this 805 campus they had. Really neat place. You'll see we went into a little taco bar at the end. They had a self-poured draft system. There was a bar on the other side, Lone Goose. You had a guy outside painting the sign. You'll see him here in a second. Pretty cool. I mean, this whole thing was awesome, but they're playing music, so instead you get to hear me talk about it rather than just enjoying what was going on, because the music industry really doesn't like to share at all. Place we went into, we had a couple beers there, had a cool little sign, took the selfie, the selfie wall, all that good stuff, and before we got ready to go back to the campground for the night. Guys, if you're ever in Huntsville, check these places out. Great time. Great beer, cool people. Just it's worth the trip. Get out, and if you camp or if you are just in the area, we like to see what's out there and spend some local time, local people, and this was not.